every race comes together to fight for one common goal, and that's to win and to have fun and to have camaraderie and things like that. And for someone or a body of parties to try to divide us by using our platform of sport, sport has given me everything that I can ever ask for. I couldn't let that happen. By using my voice and letting the youth know and the people that need the guidance know that I care for them and I'm gonna be their voice, and it's passionate for me because, like I said, sports is just the ultimate, to bring people together. So that's what I'm here for.
Can we expect you to be active going up to the next election like you were in the last one?
I'm here. I'm here. I already got my suit, right? My glasses, right? So
we've had athletes run for office. This is sort of a public policy thing you're doing right here at this school.
It is, but I may stick to coaching for a little bit.
Okay, your AAU coach,
my
successful.
AAU,
okay.
2 tournaments, two national championships. I'm feeling really good about my situation.
Can I ask you about your other job, the whole basketball player thing?
Yeah,
Should we get to that a little bit?
Because
you've made a huge change, and you have talked about how the weight and idea of helping this historic Lakers franchise that you looked up to big names like the Lakers and the Cowboys and the Yankees and stuff as a kid, bringing that franchise back to championship level is this exciting goal for you.
Yeah.
I want to know why you picked that over going to a team that was closer to winning a championship now, because those are two different things.
Oh, absolutely, and I definitely thought long and hard about the possibilities of lining up alongside Ben and Embiid. Or line up aside, Harden and Chris. I felt like at this point in my career, the ultimate for me, just like when I went to Miami, everyone kind of looks at me joining a super team. But if people look at, I think Miami was 35 and 47, the year before I joined that team. And you can look at the Lakers, record from. So I like the challenge. I like the challenge of being able to help a team get to some places that they haven't been in quite a while. And obviously the Lakers haven't made the playoffs in a few years, but the Lakers organization and the historical franchise matches up there with all the greats. You can look at, the Cowboys, and you can look at the Patriots. You can look at Manchester United, Boston Celtics. These are like historical franchises, and for me to be a part of that, it just I think it's a great moment for not only me but for my family and for the history of basketball in general.
When you look at that roster, though, you're not just the only elite player on it. You're the only all-star on there. You could have told the Lakers, hey, I do want to come, but please do what it takes to get Kawhi Leonard here too. So this year can already start to be building toward that. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I love the young guys that they have. And, I'm not trying to force my hand in no way, shape, or form. I believe Rob and Magic and Jeannie has done an unbelievable job of kind of reshaping what the organization should be in the last few years on, keeping Dr. Buss, his dreams and what he was all about, to keep that going. So I feel like they know what's best for the team, and I wanted to be a piece to kind of continue that, continue that motion on being back, to a championship franchise where they should be.
There's one guy who could have come with you that would have kept those young players there too, Paul George. What were your conversations with him before he decided to stay with the Thunder?
I didn't have many conversations with Paul, and I think Paul did what was best for him. And I think that's what everybody should do as players. They should do what's best for them and their family. Shouldn't get too pressured by anybody. If there's someone that they want to play with and they have the opportunity to do it, then go for it. But obviously, I think we all see that he made the best decision for himself and his family.
Now, the Lakers have signed other free agents since you. It has raised some eyebrows. You have a guy who's a Shaqtin' Fool MVP. You have a guy who wears the wristwatches on his ankles. You have someone who likes to blow in other players' ears, namely yours. Why should people not be skeptical of this roster?
Because we just got guys who love to play basketball. At the end of the day, guys that love to play ball and that's what they do every single day. I love that. And I think Pelinka and Magic loved that as well, and that's why they made the signings and bringing Lance and JaVale and Bees and Rondo, guys that just every day they wake up they think about the game of basketball, and everything else is secondary. So we look forward to all the challenges, and I mean eyebrows is always going to get raised when my name is involved anyway, so it shouldn't even be a surprise.
And look, a lot of these are one-year contracts. Lakers have talked about wanting that flexibility still for next summer. A lot of big free agents could be available then. You're turning 34 this season, though. How do you feel about the idea that what could be one of the last years of your prime is going to be more of a building year?
I don't even look at it like that because I don't feel like this is one of the last years of my prime. I think that's another statistic number, and I've always been a part of beating the odds in life. So being around my kids it gives me even more and more time in my youth. So I don't feel like this is even a rebuilding year for us. We have an opportunity to do something that a lot of people don't think we can do, and we love the notion of it. It's another rebuilding year, and we don't have enough. So that will motivate the guys that we have anyways.
I mean, look, the reason why people are saying, I don't know where the Lakers are going to end up is because the Western Conference is really tough.
Absolutely.
It's one of the deepest it's been in a while. You haven't played in the West before. Have you really thought through, okay, I'm going to be on my fourth 4-hour flight of the week, stuff you didn't do back in the East, and what if it's February and we don't have a winning record? Have you thought through if things are grim before they get great?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's all part of the mindset. I mean, there's going to be times of us being a young group, meaning playing together, that we're going to have times where it doesn't look like what we would think. There's going to be times where guys are going to question what's going on, and that's just human nature. I understand that, but I've always been a part of it. I know a lot about the ups and downs of a season, and one thing we can't do is lose focus on what the main goal is, and the main goal is to continue to, be as great as we can be every day, build championship habits, and not even saying that we're a championship team now, but building championship habits to when we get to that point, we can fall back on something. So we have a great young core, we have a great veterans, we have a great system, and a great organization, more importantly. So it should be fun.
And you've made a long-term commitment to these guys, 4-year contract. How confident are you that sometime in these 4 years you will be in the finals again? You could win another championship.
That's the goal.
That's not my question.
Listen, I plan and I train and I set my mind every single day to play for championships. And Magic and Jeannie and Rob, and they believe the same thing, and that's what their goal is too. So when you're around people who have the same goal in mind, then you can live with the results.
All right, so that's your professional legacy. Your personal legacy is, of course, another story. That's family. That's things like this school.
Mm-hmm.
As you mentioned, your AAU coaching career. We've been seeing you around and with your son.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you to be watching him growing into this basketball player and dealing with the pressure of being your kid?
Yeah, I mean, it's been challenging for all of us, but it's been fun. I love it, because he get an opportunity to feel some of the things that I had to go through.
Yeah, but he's called LeBron James Jr.
Yeah, but the thing is, our kids are so awesome that they don't even get caught up into it. No one calls him LeBron around our house. No one calls him Junior around the house. We call him Bronny. Every day he wakes up saying, I got to make sure I look out for my little brother, my little sister, and be a great young man. Make my mom and dad proud, and everything else kind of takes care of itself. So, it's always pretty awesome to kind of just see him grow and grow every day, and then play the game that he likes to play, not what I want him to do. He loves to play the game of basketball and have fun with his teammates, and he plays it the right way, and that makes me happy.
And of course, it's your kids that you influence, but it's all the kids here in this school, and really a lot of kids across Akron. When it is all said and done, what is that going to mean to you?
We get the statistics, and we get the names, and years from now, we see a lot of these kids go off to college and start their own companies or give back to the community and things of that nature. It will make us all proud, and because that's what we're here for. We're a huge support group for these kids, and